It's wrong.
Recap is there are 2 active shooters on the military base, 2 active shooters on Fort Stewart base. No one can go in and no one can come out. One shooter has been captured. The other one, as far as I know, had barricaded himself in the building of 703 2nd Brigade. There is 7 casualties. 4 have been confirmed unalived. I don't know if the shooters are civilian, nor do I know if they are soldiers. As of yet, that is all. There is nothing else. Everything.
Breaking fuck the news. If you are in Georgia, there is currently, or if you know any military personnel on prior service, I'm Army. If you know anybody who's stationed at Fort Stewart, there's currently an active shooter on Fort Stewart. The entire military base is on high alert. They haven't identified the shooter. There's not really too many updates. They're just telling people who live in the surrounding area to please avoid the area. But the part that they always seem to leave out in mass media when information like this comes out is please contact your relatives. A lot of people across the United States have family members who do train, who do get stationed there, who, whatever. If you have family members who are immediately in the region of Fort Stewart, or the surrounding areas, or you live in the surrounding area, avoid Fort Stewart, contact your family members, make sure they're safe. There's not too much coming out right now other than the military base is on very high alert. There's probably nobody getting in and out. Most likely nobody's getting in and out. But again, if you have family members at Fort Stewart, please contact them.
Finding out that 5 soldiers were shot in this active shooter incident. So that's the first time that we're getting a number, 5 soldiers. We're not being told the extent of their injuries, but we do see here that they were treated on site and then moved over to the Wynn Army Community Hospital for further treatment. They also write there is no active threat to the community. The shooter was apprehended at 11:35 a.m. So that would seem to indicate that this person is in custody. But very important here, no longer a threat to the community. We're also finding out here a timeline of events that law enforcement was dispatched to the possible shooting at a complex there at 10:56 in the morning. And then again, the shooter apprehended by 11:35 a.m. So roughly 30 minutes later. The installation was placed under lockdown at 11:04 a.m. So about 10 minutes after law enforcement was dispatched, the installation was put under lockdown. Fort Stewart has lifted that lockdown of the main area as of 12:10 p.m. So just this afternoon. But the building where the shooting originated from, the second ABCT complex, that is still under lockdown. But a lot of new information here, Dana. Of course, 5 soldiers shot in this active shooter incident. We don't know the extent of their injuries, but they are being treated at a hospital. And the shooter, who has not been identified, is seemingly under custody. Apprehended is the word that they're using, all within a 30-minute.
I've identified the alleged shooter as Sergeant Cornelius Radford, an automated logistics sergeant assigned to 2nd Brigade Combat Team. Sergeant Radford has not previously deployed to combat. Sergeant Radford has been interviewed by the Army Criminal Investigation Division and is currently in pretrial confinement, awaiting a charging decision by the Office of the Special Trial Counsel. Right now it's premature and we're gathering a lot of the information. What we know is the shooting occurred at the soldier's place of work. It did involve his co-workers. We're still not certain about the motivations, but again, he's been interviewed by Army investigators, and we believe we'll gain more information here shortly.